Well, Mac Traveller, come join me by the fire. It's a poor evening to be out under the eaves of Mirkwood alone. No, I'm not alone. My squire Belgo is tending to our palfreys. Oh, horses. And my companions Sig and Alaric. Yes, of the Wolfswood. You've heard of Alaric? His reputation does indeed precede him. Well, they're off hunting. They're getting kernies. Perhaps a brace for our supper. But please take the seat. I'm not from around here either. No, perceptive. You are Gondor? Ah, fine place. No, I have not been to Gondor. These last few years I've ridden north and south along the Vale of the Anduin predominantly, working alongside the woods folk, keeping them safe, and in other occasions perhaps inviting trouble upon them. 'Tis the way of a traveller in these lands. It has been good the last few years in the north, since the great beast was defeated in Erebor. It's been prosperous, but I fear that time is not to be sustained. Rohan is where I am from. The Eastfold, aye, a proud people we are, but I don't wish to speak out of turn. There is too much fractious behaviour. I did sing and talk in Edoras and Methuseled, but 'tis not for me now. Now I travel with my companions, and we seek to do what we can, what is right, to our minds at least. I'm Fastred of these fold, and I am a minstrel or a storyteller, I guess, is perhaps the best case. You may have heard of some of my work, the Battle of Woodland Hall. I can play it for you later if you wish. I had perhaps hoped that it would have made its way down to Gondor, but I do not write these things for the fame. But it would be interesting to learn more of Gondor. Perhaps, are there any tales you can tell? I know it's been a troubled time for your land. Well, maybe another time. For the moment, perhaps we just share talk of our journeys. Aye, we have had some hazards, but nothing that we've not been able to manage. And I would avoid the west side of the Anduin, and certainly the area known as the Dormahorn. 'Tis a dangerous place. The Wolfswood is perhaps more hospitable now. Alaric, we cleared some bandits. From there. Alaric is intent to make the woodland realm, or the wood folk land, I guess. It's intent to make it great again. Aye. Belgo, come sit. My squire, no, not of Rohan, of the woods folk, or perhaps even Esgaroth, I guess, originally. But he's keen of mind and keen of hand and good with the horses. Yes, we've been in the forest now 5 or 6 years, I guess. 5 or 6 years. The woods folk are, I guess they're willing to tolerate us. I have a holding now in Roscabel, and we have had work from the Brown Wizard Radagast. No, I would not say he carries the power of Saruman the Wise, but he has strength and depth of his own. Beware the toft, and beware wine from the toft. I guess that's one thing I've learned on the journey. Things aren't always what they seem, and sometimes the shadows of the past are catching us up, and it looks like light is not always intended for this land. Sorry, I'm distracted. I sometimes go down into the songs and the tales that I've heard before and relive them again. now. Aye, Mirkwood is darkening. Perhaps it's safer in your walls of Minas Tirith. Perhaps. But let us not get morose in that way. Come. I have some ales. Let us share. And here is Alaric. Now you'll be able to hear him. Sig will be with him, but you won't hear him. I'm sorry, friend, for what happened last night. After a few ales, Alaric can get a little rambunctious, I guess. I did not know that was how it would play out. I do hope that your jaw will heal in time. Yes, I know he offered to heal, but perhaps best to move on, eh? Aye, we're going to be heading north soon. We intend to get to Esgaroth. We have news for King Thranduil of the Elves. News at this moment in time is not good, I don't think. Upon your return to Gondor, it may be worth informing the steward, and perhaps even Theoden of my people. Perhaps lay out to him the trials and tribulations that we have, and that it would not be unwise of him to perhaps heal any rifts that exist between him and his father. We are going to need strong companionship and unity, I fear, as time moves on. I know I am a doomsayer, perhaps, in this. But if you had seen and been to the places I have been to, perhaps you would have a different view. I do not expect my name to be recognised in either Gondor or welcome in Rohan anymore. But perhaps you'll have greater luck. Perhaps. Anyway, make good speed. And I would advise you stay this side of the Anduin.